Alright guys, Upshift here, and today I got another great bike for you. I don't know if you saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm getting my gear on here. It is that CBR right there. If I can get this gear on, that'd be awesome. That's why it's tightened up. It is a CBR1000. I think they said it was 2009. It has a full Yoshi exhaust on it. It is built fairly decent, they said. The guy that bought it brand new and had the full Yoshi dyno tune, and it has the power commander on it. They said on the dyno it is putting out 168 horsepower. Huh? Myself? No. Like I said, full Yoshi. It's a little rough, a little beat up a little bit, but hopefully it starts. 9,400 miles on it. It's a Repsol edition, so it's got the orange rims. Looks like he's cut the fender. Looks like that's turn signals. Sliders, got handle or bar ends, clutch and lever. It's got those, which are kind of junk looking. I've never been on a bike this powerful. Yeah, hold on. You're just gonna hear myself talking to. You're just gonna hear me talking to myself. Can you hear me? Huh? No? Yes? Maybe? What? Alright, there we go. Can you hear me? Alright. I revved it a little more than I expected. No, it's pretty light. That's a little heavier compared to mine. That exhaust sounds amazing. I'm gonna try not to kill it. Straight up here. This is the most powerful bike I've been on. It's the most hunched over bike I've ever been on. Let's go over on Broadway. Let's get in the main. Or do you need gas? We'll get gas over here. Oh, okay. I'll come back in a second. My nuts already hurt. This is gonna be a long day. Oh, is it? That usually means it's smaller. You know how big your nuts have to be to ride a bike like this, too? Careful, hard ass. Just because you got a little dick. She's a little rough. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! At like $3,000 it pulls! I shouldn't be on this! I think I'll be okay. My nuts might be empty at the end of this. This makes for good commentary! Now all I want to do is take it out to the highway. I don't like these. These are a little tacky. Same with the back ones. Those. I told everybody that I was riding this bike, and I said, if I don't come back go find my footage because it's gonna make a billion views on YouTube. I was like, because if I'm going out, it's gonna be fucking dope. Oh my god, it just gets away from you. See that little girl? What up, girl? How you doing? These white crackers. I don't think I'm gonna go home back to a 600cc. Take a left here at the stoplight. No, this is where the twisties go. I don't want to go home to my 600cc after this, I imagine. Imagine this is gonna spoil me. We can jump on the highway and go down a little bit, see if we can't find some random road to turn off on. It shows that we really plan these ride reviews, huh? Really, a lot of thought goes into this. This is how Upshift loses his license. This exhaust sounds good. It's like the perfect note for me. Should not have been given this much power. It cruises amazing on the highway though. So smooth. I'm at $4.5 grand right now. Alright, some thoughts so far. Very, very manageable on the highway. It pulls like a monster. The seating position actually isn't so bad. It's almost the same as the R6. The handlebars might be a little higher even than the R6, and that's weird even for 1,000, but Honda does generally keep their handlebars higher. It's a heavier bike, but it feels nimble. Everything I've ever heard about CBRs and everything I've felt about CBRs, they're just really confident, inspiring bikes. They just do exactly what you want them to do. This bike is, like I said, dyno tuned, and it has a lot more horsepower than stock, but it's still very manageable. Even with, I don't have traction control, wheelie control, ABS, I don't have any of that. This is just pure engine, and you know, my wrist. It's still a very manageable bike, and it's honestly pretty comfortable. The seat's fairly wide, so it covers your whole butt. And then I know I said this in the R6 review, but you feel it in your nuts, but that's only because I'm not used to it. Now that I'm kind of used to it, you know, you kind of learn how to position yourself and you get yourself off the tank a little bit more, and it's actually not too bad. Oh my God! Six gears shouldn't be able to do that! Oh my God. $100 is like just touching $7 grand. Let's see if we can't pull on some back road here. Careful, that's a cop. That's a cop's house right there.
Yeah, buddy. I got a cold and all that shit. Show y'all how hard I work. I really go in, man. It's from the heart, it's from the soul. Still having fun too, though, man. It's gonna be a real big year. You watch. I'm telling you. They say the game done changed, there's just some new players in it, and they don't wanna see my team get up there and win it. Try to keep me still, look where I'm at now. We made it too far, look back down. But I ain't never ever gonna forget what I've been told. No, and I ain't never ever going back to being broke. Cause if I stay on my grind, trying to stop my shine, I feel I started off just a fan, writing like every other kid. Grew up to be the man, paying bills at my mother's crib. Every day I'm hustling to get us out this situation. Gotta deal with phony shows, goofy hoes and niggas hating. Mostly all embrace a small percentage of my city races. Instead of doing good, they'd rather see me catching cases. The fans love me, but I struggle trying to impress the label. And all this got me feeling like it's way too much put on the table. I'm still smoking out of O. Some speculations cause I'm hardly ever home. Yeah, easy to say, but how we supposed to move on when we going through depression and our brother O's gone? Was told you gotta go through hell to get the big thing, and when you feel it can't get worse, that's when shit changed. Obama president, the Steelers won the 6th ring, so I ain't through trying, I feel like I can do anything. They say the game done changed, there's just some new players in it, and they don't wanna see my team get up there and win it. Try to keep me still, look where I'm at now. We made it too far, look back down, but I ain't never ever gonna forget what.
So, been on the bikes about a half hour, 40 minutes. Stopped over, take some pictures. So far, it's a really nice bike. There's not really, honestly, much I can say bad about it. I mean, the style choices that the previous owner had aren't the same as mine. I don't really like those. Same with that. It's a little rough. It's for 4,000 miles. It's got some scratches on it, which is kind of disappointing. It's obviously not clean right now. It's been sitting in the showroom floor for a while. From what I understand, what my dealer told me is they picked this up off a repo. But some scratching there, some sticker there, some sticker residue there. I mean, it's not an immaculately clean bike. And granted, it is a few years old, but it doesn't have that many miles on it. But all in all, CBR1000s in and of itself, this is a, pretty sure it's 09, but the 2008 to 2010 is kind of what this is. It's a great bike. Smooth, it's fast, it builds power, but it's definitely 1,000 cc's. You don't want to own this bike unless you know what you're doing. It's gotten away on me a little bit, and it can shut the fuck up. Giving me shit. Well, it's hot. We're standing around, so we're gonna go ride. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys here in a minute, but I'm sure you'll hear his scream of excitement. Yeah, I'm sure I'll give you guys some updates when we get back, but for now, we're gonna go ride a little bit more, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, so we just got off the highway. I think we're going to ride around for a little bit longer, but I'm going to give you guys my closing shit. Closing statement. CBR1000rr. Absolutely amazing bike. I have to be biased because I've never been on another 1000, but this is very comfortable. It is very smooth, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a great built bike. As you guys know, I've had a CBR600 in the past, and Honda's weird. Yamaha has something about them, Suzuki has something about them, Kawasaki has something about them. Honda is just, people kind of consider it bland, but the thing is, they do everything so right, but they don't do anything over the top. Every CBR I've ridden, every Honda bike that I've ridden has just been solid. Yeah, it doesn't blow your mind away, it doesn't have the most amazing looks, but it's just a great bike, and there's no other words to put it as than amazing. Honda's build quality is just off the charts, and it just shows and how smooth and how powerful and how just responsive everything is. In the corners, it doesn't flick as good as a 600cc would, obviously because of how heavy it is, but the extra weight gives you more confidence in that corner to follow with some higher speeds. Sure, you can't throw it as quick, but once you get it down in there, it's amazing. There's no other words for this bike than amazing. And like I said, I have to be biased because I've never been on an R1, I've never been in, a Gixxer 1000, I've never been on any other leader bike. But everything I've read about Hondas, whether it be motorcycle.com or any other place, they all feel the same way as I do right now, is that they just do everything so good. There's nothing over the top about it, but once everything comes together, the bike itself goes over the top. And performance-wise, it's not putting down the biggest numbers. It's not the best at any one aspect, but it's good in all the aspects that are required, that when you add it all up, it's hard to beat. If you want a track bike, a pure track bike, you probably want to go with the R1. They scream high in the top end, and this, like I said, this is all going off of what I read. They scream high in the top end. I mean, that's what they're built for. You want comfort-wise, from what I understand, Gixxer 1000s, they're the most comfortable 1000 cc's out there. So you might want those for more if you're just dailying at 1000. But I have to tell you, this CBR 1000 that I'm riding right now, it is honestly very comfortable for a sport bike. Now, when you're riding a sport bike, a lot of us guys put the balls of our feet actually, on the top of our pegs, just so it keeps our center of gravity, where we want it and whatnot. But if you're just cruising through town and you put, the arch of your foot right there on that peg, and you kind of just stretch out a little bit, this bike gets very comfortable very fast. The seat covers your whole, it's wide enough to cover your whole butt, and it's just been a great ride. We've been on it for an hour now. We're back in Quincy where I got the bike. This bike, I don't know if you saw when I left, it's from T&T, Triumph, and Yamaha. They got this in on a trade-in. Like I said in my last clip, when we were in the hills, it was a repo bike, they told me. But if you guys are looking for a 2000, like I said, I think it's 2009, I don't know for sure. Like I said, 2009 CBR. If you guys are anywhere in the area, I showed you the spots that aren't pretty immaculate, but from what I understand, they're giving you a pretty good price on this bike for what it is. It's got the full Yoshi, it's got dyno time on it, it's got the power commander. It's a great bike. It's got levers. I don't know what kind they are. C&R. Never heard of that brand myself. I mean, there's some rust, and it's not a brand new bike, and that's not what they're trying to sell it as. You're getting a lot of bike for your money there. And I gotta touch on again You have to be an experienced rider to be on this bike. I've got 2 years on my belt, and a lot of people don't think 2 years is enough, but I've done 27,000 miles in the 2 years that I've had my license on multiple different bikes, multiple different powerful bikes. And while this is a lot more powerful, about 50 horsepower more than my most powerful bike that I've owned, this bike still gets away from me, you know? Just in revving it alone, the way it builds RPMs, it's just... I have to stress, if you're wanting to get a CBR1000, please, or any 1000 for that matter, please be experienced, because you can get very seriously hurt on this bike very quick if you don't know what you're doing. Just be careful on these big bikes, because this is a game changer. These these leader bikes, they are game changers. They're not everyday bikes, and that is why insurance on them is so high. I got quoted on a 2014 CBR1000, a white one that I was thinking about getting. For me, it was $700 more a year to get it. The bad thing about these leader bikes, the tires that you need for them, they're expensive, and they will run out quick because they're a soft compound. The gas, you have to pay for premium gas. The gas mileage, the leader bikes themselves are not toys. They are track-made bikes. They are meant to go fast around a corner, and unless you're doing that, there's honestly no need for you to have one in town. Huh? They're nice bikes. That was nice. I'll put that in the video. I'm sure I look like a fucking Power Ranger to him. Nah, I'd get in trouble. Thought about it. Definitely thought about it. Okay. Well, overall today was a pretty good day. Got to ride a great bike. Got to hang out with a faggot. And it's been pretty great. Pretty nice day out. But that's all I got for you guys today. This is Upshift signing out. I'll see you guys on the next one.